You will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts you. Giving, although I went into it kicking and screaming, gave me this supernatural peace that I hadn't experienced before. And church, I want that for you. So here's my challenge. My challenge is I'm not gonna play around. I'm gonna talk to you like I would my own boys, not because you're like children and I'm some guy you ought to listen to like a father, because I love you. I care about you. And I would tell my own boys, don't play around with this. God doesn't mess around. He means what he says. He says, test him, let's do it. If this is your church, I want to challenge you to start tithing. And not just this week. Get on the website, get on the app, set up recurring tithing, make it consistent, and watch what God will do. That's my challenge. And listen, I know how this works. I know what it feels like to sit in your seat and go, that's real convenient for you to talk about because you work at the church, so you'll probably benefit from that. I understand that. And so here's my proposal. If you feel like you don't know us well enough to trust us yet, I get that. Tithe to another church and still come here and worship with us and drink all the coffee you want and let us teach your children about Jesus while you do it. I mean that. Flatirons is an amazing church. Amazing. I love Jim and that whole team. Tithe to Flatirons. Tithe to Cherry Hills. They need it right now. There's a church in Castle Rock called Plum Creek. Doug Miller is a man of God. Tithe there. I want this for you. It's not what we want from you, I promise. It's what we want for you. Now listen, I know that some of you, sorry, I don't know why I'm so emotional. I know that some of you go, man, you don't understand my finances right now. I couldn't tithe 10% if I wanted right now. You don't understand. I get that. Start somewhere and make it recurring. Start somewhere, go, I could do 20 bucks right now a week. Great, do that and watch what God will do. I got supernatural peace in my life when I started giving, even though I went into it kicking and screaming, and that's what I want for you, church. God did way more in my life, I guarantee, than that $50 check did for that ministry. That's what I want for you. That's why I talk about this stuff, even though it can be awkward. I love you, church. I don't want you to miss this. And one of the things I love most about God's system, the way he set this whole thing up of let's bring our resources together through the local church, the greatest evangelistic tool on the planet, because we get to reach more people together than we ever could on our own. And because a bunch of you have been sacrificially giving for a long time, that's why we have 4 buildings right now in Denver. That's why we have these stages and cameras and microphones and the influence and opportunity to tell people about Jesus. And because of your giving, those things are a reality, and we get to pronounce the goodness of God all over the world right now. And because we do, 2 weeks ago, 496 people went public with their faith through baptism. Watch this video, and those of you who have been giving, let God remind you, this is what you made possible. He did it through your generosity.